Hey everyone, welcome back to another 15 days of Christmas home tour inspiration. I'm Holly and this is Living in Country. Today we're going to be touring Angela from Charming Imperfection, her home. So she's going to take us along with her. We're gonna tour her home and get inspired for this Christmas holiday season. So let's get cozy, let's look at her home, and I'm so excited to get inspired by her. Let's get started.
Hi friends, this is Angie over at Charming Imperfections on Instagram. Welcome to my very first home tour. Super excited to be a part of this with some of the most amazing and talented ladies. If you haven't checked out their videos, make sure you do. So much inspiration. But I thought I would walk you through my home and point out a few things, share some of my tips and tricks on how to decorate for holidays on a budget. This year when decorating for Christmas, I had a little something different in mind. I wanted to do something I hadn't done before, and I wanted it to feel a little bit more moody, a little bit more masculine. So I decided to go with a mix of plaids, lots of different textures. I used a lot of velvet, candles, brass, and then I accented it with more masculine pieces like the stags and the horns. I'll start you off on this side of the room. This is our front living room when you first walk into the house. This one nobody ever uses, but I love it. I recently built in these bookshelves, and when I did, I totally had Christmas in mind, and I couldn't wait to style them for Christmas. I love the way they turned out. A lot of my decor I got from Home Goods. I get a lot of things from Goodwill. I'm kind of cheap that way. So I like to find treasures at Home Goods, Goodwill, TJ Maxx. This picture up here, I die for. It is actually just a print I found on Pinterest, and I sent it to my local Walgreens, and for like $3, they printed it out. I stuck it in this antique frame. This one I got from Goodwill. And then again, lots of stags, old vintage books. I'm really loving colored candles right now. I know the trend for a long time was the all white everything, but I love the way the rich colors make this room feel. Originally, this wall was all white, so I bought some inexpensive peel and stick wallpaper, and I just accented this wall with it. And then by chance, I found these cute little stockings at the dollar spot at Target, and they matched perfectly with it. I hung our little Santa mailbox, a little bit of greenery. Here's my favorite tip for decorating for Christmas. If you want anything to look Christmassy, just add a red bow to it. It's like magic. This is another picture that I printed at Walgreens. Some giant pine cones. I love this mirror. I got this mirror at Home Goods about 6 months ago, and it's one of my favorite pieces. Now this sign is pretty funny. So there's a running joke in my house of what a horrible speller I am. I actually made this sign, and as you can notice, I spelt a few things wrong. We tried to hide it on this side, but there's no getting over this one. So we hang it because we think it's funny that I can't spell. On this side of the room, I just decorated some trees with a little bit of ribbon. They're beautiful. I got them at Walmart, super cheap, super inexpensive, and I just put a little bit of ribbon on them, and I think that's pretty much all I'm going to do for that. On the stairs, I hung garland with just some blue velvet ribbon. For my tablescape, I love to layer things, so I just layered plate on plate on plate with different mix of materials, color tones, patterns. Again, lots of brass. I love the red mercury Christmas trees, and again the colored candles. And then just to make it sparkle a little bit, you can't see it so much right now, but I added these super cute little twinkle lights. I got those on Amazon. I think I got a pack of 10 for under $10. Super affordable. And to finish this table off, for the chandelier, I just hung a little bit of garland. The garland I get at Home Depot. Right after Thanksgiving, they usually have some. So this was a happy accident. When I was taking my fall display apart, I put the candles in here because I didn't want them to fall and break. And I kind of loved the way they turned out, so like just sitting in there, how simple it is, so much that I just left it. One more look at this room. Sorry, the lighting is not the best. Going into our living room, this is the room that we are in the most, the one we sit in all of the time, and this is where our tree is. When I tell you I love this tree, I love, love, love this tree. Not the tree itself. That was a hot mess this year. I should have bought a new one. It is on its last leg. It is being held together with a whole lot of wire, a lick and a prayer at this point. And next year we will be getting a new tree. But for this year, it worked. I had to put all new lights on it because the lights didn't work. So that was a fun adventure. But like my daughter said, I cover it with so much stuff you're not even going to notice. So for ornaments this year, a lot of red, plaids, golds, navy blues, and then just a pop of white. And I love just adding a little bit of light to it. It just makes everything else pop a lot, I think. Some of my favorites. Oh, and can't forget the nutcrackers. In this room, I had a challenge of a long wall that was always hard to decorate. So my solution for that was adding this large frame and then filling it with shiplap. It makes it so much easier scale-wise to decorate, and it's one of my favorite areas to do for all the seasons when I switch it up. So for here, I just added a vintage frame and a couple brass candelabras and some garland and twinkly lights. I added the blue velvet curtains, again, to give it that moody feel. I actually got all 4 of these curtains for like $19 at HomeGoods. I don't know how that worked out. They're beautiful, but I was happy it did. And this is our stocking wall. And I just decorated him with a stag picture, again, printed off of Pinterest. And then I finished it off with these beautiful candelabras and colored candles. One thing we do, a little tradition here, is we each get our own wrapping paper, and nobody except me knows what color or what wrapping paper belongs to who, and that keeps the little looky-loos and the feelers from getting their little mitts on the presents and trying to figure out what they got, because nobody knows until Christmas Day. Some little shelves we just filled. Again, just added lots of plaid. Now we'll head into the kitchen. We recently removed a wall here and I added all this brick, and it makes this house feel 10 times larger. We also extended our island and added some floating shelves. Again, another one of my very favorite places to decorate. So this year I just added some of my milk glass collections. Oh, there's another tip or trick for you. So those are actually just paper plates, and someone just walked in the door and the wind knocked it down. So you could go for that look, or I don't know, maybe do it right. Either way, no judgments. I found this piece again at HomeGoods and I fell in love with it. It reminded me of like a grandma's house back when I was a kid. It just looks like an old antique piece. I filled it with cookies for the kids and they love it. And I just love the way it looks. So again, lots of brass, lots of plaids, different textures, some more antique frames. These are just a couple little grain sacks I just hung over there. More stags and frames. This was a cute idea I found on Pinterest and stole. These I just, again, printed off Pinterest from Walgreens, and they're just different pictures of deers. They're actual drawings, but mine are just prints. But I loved that. Gave it that Christmas cozy feel, I think. It's always a great idea to add some fun wreaths. Again, just a little bit of ribbon goes a long way. Last night I finished this beauty. I am so impressed, and I shouldn't say impressed because I did it, but I'm so happy with the way it turned out. I wanted to do plaid. I thought it was going to be impossible, but I actually think it kind of turned out pretty cute. I found these cute little toy soldiers, I think last year. It's 100% not edible. It's hot glued together, but all the frosting is real. All the embellishments are real. Cute little Christmas tree I just did with the icing and a toothpick. Got some smoke coming off. And I just finished it off with some cranberries. That's one thing I didn't tell you about the tree. This year we strung cranberries, which was quite fun. My daughter loved doing that, and then we wrapped those on the tree too. I got this pretty girl I got her from Decor Steals, and she is so sweet. I love her. She makes me happy every time I see her. This is just a little tray filled with goodies, some old cutting boards, a beautiful candle, and some of my daughter's favorite cookies. I buy all my candles at Bath & Body Works. They smell so good. They fill my house more than any other candles that I've purchased do. But yeah, little floating shelf action. I got these adorable little cups to tie it all together at Walmart for like $1.97 each. You've got your trailer, your barn, and then again a mix of the plaids. This sweet guy's from Home Goods, and a couple little linen napkins with some bows. So that's my house. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh wait, I lied. There's more. Let's do a bathroom tour. So, this is a small little powder room, and just to add a little bit of Christmas, I just threw in a cute little reindeer, towel, some red flowers. This sweet little soap box is actually a music box, and then a Christmas tree. You have to end everything with a Christmas tree, right? And a toilet, so you're welcome for that. Let me back it up a little bit, show you something a little prettier. That's me. Hi, guys. Okay, we'll finish with this sweet little gingerbread house. Thanks for coming by. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Thank you so much for watching Living It Country today, and I hope you guys enjoyed another 15 days of Christmas home tours.